I'll hear you when you get back, I guess.
There.
I'm here. Can you hear me? As long as you can hear me right now. Can you see you? Can you see my little thing?
I see me, but I don't see you.
Now,
but
now you do.
Now, yeah.
Now you see me. Yeah. We'll see what's the problem. Again, Skype. What a piece of shit.
Yeah, best in the
Fucking-
business.
Yeah, the worst in the business.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad.
You know, we just have to stop being.
Hey, back in the day, we'd be doing this through letters.
Yeah, we wouldn't. Back in the day, there would be nothing.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be doing shit. There would be no videos. There'd just be fucking audio, which is what we're good at. Nobody wants to see my ugly mug. That's for sure.
Come on.
We're back. Now you can finally fucking say it.
Hey guys, we're back. It's been a boring 17 weeks.
2 weeks. It was 2 weeks.
I'm back from Afghanistan and I'm ready to record.
It was not Afghanistan. It was Rufistan.
Yeah, no, it was Newark. I went to Newark. Got a couple of bullet holes. So.
You went to Newark. You would be back.
Yeah, I know. So how you been, man?
It's like the old cockroach, you know, the raid commercials. You check in, but you don't check out.
But you don't check out. Yeah.
When you're cock the masks.
Yeah.
The fucking. Should I let the alert the purge? It's the purge. Is that what it is?
Oh, what's going on?
You getting ready?
Let me know. Yeah, man, I'm ready. Yeah,
ready.
Got the guns.
With flashy lights and flashy masks.
Gun down here.
Yeah. I don't talk about guns around some people. Jesus.
Yeah.
It's a touchy subject, boy.
Got my guy right here.
Oh, look at that. It's my dad.
Yeah. It's my buddy.
Oogie Boogie.
My buddy. Yeah, Woogie Boogie.
Yeah.
Woogie Boogie, motherfucker. Woogie Boogie.
Yeah. Woogie Boogie. Woogie Boogie. Hey, did he just call us the N-word? Sweet. Good old Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. Them monkeys were beating on my hood.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, if you've seen Dave Chappelle, you know that's funny. That's a funny episode.
That's a funny
I'm
one.
sorry. I don't care who you are.
The blind black racist.
Clayton, the great Clayton Bigsby, everybody.
Clayton Bigsby.
Yep.
You want to see me? You want me to take off my mask, my hood?
Yeah.
No, don't take it off.
So how you been, man? It's been a couple of weeks. I ain't talked to you since our departure. So catch up. Let's catch up. What's going on? What happened last 2 weeks? Oh.
Nothing.
Tell me the adventure that you were
survival.
on.
There was an adventure? Not me, brother, man. You have a bit of adventure. Your kids are kids. Your kids still like growing. You got a wife. You got a crazy job you drive to. You interact with people, like people on the street and people who are coworkers. Me, I just sit in this fucking room and stew.
Yeah. My
wondering how I'm gonna fucking, how am I gonna get to my next fucking, how am I gonna feed, how am I gonna eat this week? I don't know, but the bills are paid. Hey. What the fuck? How does anybody do with it? How does anybody do it anymore? It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Got a visit. Got a visit though. Dana was in town and he came over. I had him come over and we hung out and chit chatted for a bit. There you go, spooky hands.
Yeah, it's the time of that year.
Spooky time, yep.
So how was Dana?
Dana's good. Dana's doing great, man.
Yes.
He moved to Statesboro. He's closer now.
He's
closer to us. Yep.
Oh. Shout out to you, Dana. So
Dana.
We miss you. We miss you. We're getting the band back together. Yeah, you got to see him. I live way out in the fucking sticks, man.
He doesn't drive through there because he doesn't have any family out that way, unless they were like running from a storm or something.
Well,
yeah, like bring mom and everybody over here, and then Dana will have to come.
Yeah, we took him in one time, and nice. lovely people, lovely. His parents are awesome, great people.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! I love his mom. She's funny.
Yeah, both of them, mom and dad, they're great.
Yeah, no, I wasn't negative about his dad. I was saying his mom's funny. Yeah, she's a funny lady. What do you mean funny?
Yes.
Am I funny?
Yeah, what do you mean? Like you're funny? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, when we had that big storm, he called and he was like, they can't get a room, and I said, man, send them. Here's my address. Send them. I ain't got much. I got a couch I got some blankets, some pillows. We'll make a fort, make some popcorn. We'll make a night of it. He was like,
was it mom and dad? Just mom and dad?
Mom and dad? No, it was mom and dad and
did his sister come or
sister? Yeah, sister.
Shanna. Okay.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And we put them up for the night, and great people. Tried to make them feel as comfortable as possible. They stayed for about 3 or 4 weeks, and then I finally had to kick them out. So
that's nice.
Well, yeah. No, I kid.
So
they
are Nordic, so
past couple, yeah.
Whatever's yours is theirs,
Yeah,
Vikings work.
Yeah. So nothing exciting, folks. Huh? Nothing going on with the kids. Nothing.
I mean, yeah, but I mean nothing like that's not like
nothing to write home about.
Yeah, I mean my mom had knee surgery. She's doing better now. I mean, she's on like a 3-month thing because she can't do anything. Okay. So she can't go back to work until the end of December. So she made it through that, though that was a little bit of a scare there for a little bit because she was like, okay. So I made up because she was like talking about, I made up like a makeshift will, and I was like, Jesus. It's a knee surgery, Mom. She's like, I don't know. I'm not young. Okay. All right.
I don't trust these hospitals.
Yeah, he's concocted doctors and their voodoo, their witchcraft. But she made it
reminds me. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm glad she's okay. It reminds me of that. You remember that Richard Pryor, Gene Wilder movie where they go to prison? Stir Crazy.
Stir Crazy, yeah.
And Richard Pryor has to go to the infirmary for I forgot what it was. He like fucked up his back or something. And he's talking to the guy next to him, and he was like, "What you in for?" And he said, "Oh man, I messed my back up." He said, "What you in for?" "Man, I came in, had a messed up ankle, and they castrated me." He's like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. I don't write my woman no more. I don't just lay around. That's And then the Asian doctor walks in, and he was like, "That's a cat. That's a cat that did me." He's like,
"Wow,
get me the fuck out of here."
I'm feeling good now. Never mind.
Yeah. Tip top.
Good.
Oh, yeah. So, all right. Well, let me break it down.
Yeah. You tell me your story. You had more of an adventure than I did.
Yes, I did. A little bit of an adventure, not much, but we got most of our roof repaired. I still have to. We're still trying to get quotes and stuff like that for the actual. We're going to put a tin roof on, but we got everything patched, everything repaired. It's not leaking anymore, thank God. So that's fixed, and then now the big step is getting it actually done. Getting these people out here to do it. I threw my back out the other day, pretty bad. That was fun.
You're supposed to, when you get older, you're supposed to, you're on the bottom and the woman's on top. That's how it works.
No, unfortunately, it wasn't that adventurous. It was me bending. It was me bending over to pick up a paper towel off the ground, and it went out. It twinged, which I have a trick back, what they used to call it back in the day, a trick back, fucked up back. And it twinged on me, and I was like, ugh. Okay. I'll baby it. I'll be okay. Got to work. And we had an instant where we had to go pick up a 70-inch TV. And so I volunteered to go get it. And I'm not going to get into the whole schematics of why I was the one that went, but I did. I went and got it. And,
so is this for your personal use, or is this work related?
Work. It was a TV we had rented to a customer, and so 70-inch TV, and the truck. That's where I fucked up. I didn't think about this, but we have 3 trucks, but we only use one for storage, and the other 2 we only use because they have AC. The one we use for storage doesn't have AC, but the one truck, the roll top door, the cable is messed up. So you have to literally lift the fucking door. So it's about 250 pounds of a dead lift that you have to lift.
Jesus.
So I get out to the person's house. I was like, oh fuck, I got the wrong truck. I deadlifted it, and that's when it went. I was like, oh, there it goes. That's full blown. Yep.
Done.
So I hobbled into the house like an old man, hand on my back like this, and the lady's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, let me get the TV." And she's like, "Can you even lift it?" And I was like, "I can do it." I felt like that one guy in Predator. You remember remember the guy that got hit with the fucking log? When they were doing the traps and the log came and hit him and just fucked him up, and they were trying to. He was like, I can make it. I can make it. That's how I was doing. I was like, I can make it. I can do it.
Oh my God.
I get the TV on the truck, shut the door. I'm literally inside the cab. I'm like doing this, biting my lip. I'm like, God, I'm trying not to cry. I'm in so much pain. And I was like, shit. So anyways, long story short, fucked my back up pretty good. And today was like one of the first days that I felt somewhat normal. I could walk, without assistance, and my back is not, real messed up. It doesn't hurt too bad. So I babied it a little bit. Yeah, I babied it. My boss gave me a day off. He's like, you got to take tomorrow off and get better.
That's an interesting thing. Yeah, go on. Finish your thing.
And I told my wife, I was like, I need to like soak in like a hot bath with Epsom salt and stuff like that. She goes in there, makes me a bath, Epsom salt. I'm sitting in there. I'm trying to get ready, trying to strip down and get into this hot bath. And she comes in, and I was like, what? What are you? She's like, oh, let me. She grabs a towel, she rolls it up like a little pillow. She puts it. She says, okay, that's for your head. You lay down, put your head there, lay back. I said, okay, thank you. She leaves. I'm sitting there she comes back in. She's got a candle. I'm like, okay. She comes back in. She's got little tea bags and stuff she's putting in the water and stuff. And I was
some incense.
Yeah. She's got, chantings going on.
Burning sage.
She's saging the room. So anyway, she's making it real nice for me.
It's love, man. That's love right there.
And then, see, this is the second time she's done it. The first time I did it, I was so fucking tense. I just sat there like this in the bath, and I was like, ugh. And so I'm in the bath. I'm sitting there. I got my phone. I'm watching my little videos on my phone, and I was like, okay, just relax. And so I'm slipping into the bath. I put my head back on the pillow thing. I'm sitting there, and she like sticks her head in there, and she's like, are you relaxing? And I was like, yes. And she's like, good, because the last time you didn't relax.
Slams the door.
And she was like, yeah, you punk bitch. you and your fucked up back.
I should have got a younger guy.
Yeah. I married an old man. Yeah. So anyway,
taking care of you.
I tipped you off about something.
Well, your boss. You said your boss gave you a day off.
Yeah.
She's so generous, right? Oh, thanks. I'm suffering, but thanks. It only seems fair.
Yeah.
Because I'm pushing myself beyond my limits like an idiot. But I get this thing. We had like a little discussion. They're doing a thing now where since we're all at home and everything like that, and we're gonna start doing team huddles. So like once a month, the supervisors are going to get with their teams with just a few members, because I apparently they're pretty big. I guess the amount of people they have to talk to. Anyway, long and fucking short, they go, yeah. So they know that we're getting ready to get into the busiest season of the year. Like, yeah, it's like that every year. I mean,
yeah,
I've been here doing this, full time since 2014. Part-time or on and off, seasons and shit like that, whatever you want to say. It says 2010. I said, nothing new. But they go, well, this year they're going to, everybody's going to get assigned a day off, a sort of a preemptive day of rest before the big thing. And I'm like, what the fuck's one day going to do? Appreciate it. And it's paid. And I'm like, wow, that's very generous, considering that if I get close to 40 hours, I come in on work on my last day of the week, and they go, hey, we're going to have to let you, hey, bye, guy. He just fell down.
I know. I just knocked him over.
They go and they literally intercompany message me that they're going to cut, they're going to put me set to leave earlier. I was like, really? Nickel and dime, man. Fucking nickel and dime. Like, oh, if I go 30 minutes overtime, we've discussed this before. It's going to kill them.
Yeah.
Jesus. I was like, that's so bad. That's fucking petty. The only reason I'd be overtime is because I was actually working past my scheduled time because I was helping a customer, because I can't just hang up on them, right? So I have to essentially give like my personal time up, and then they can just cut it short. I think it's I think it's just cheap. I think it's real fucking cheap. And I found out that another one of the companies we're working with is going overseas. Conveniently, this company owns a company, owns a call center in another country. So the company doesn't lose anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they still keep the client, but now they pay somebody in another country to do it for probably 3 times less than they pay us. So just more outsourcing. And I'm like, yeah, it's because that makes all the sense in the world. Well, things are diminishing. People aren't spending as much money. Because it's a fucking recession. And as I've learned, we're calling this one the quiet recession because nobody's really talking about it. It's kind of underlined, but it's a fucking recession and shit. Nobody's got any money.
Every time I go shopping.
Yeah, well, I'm sad. The government, the news, nobody's really talking about it. So they're calling it. The people that are on YouTube and things like that are calling it the quiet recession. Not that it's a positive thing; it's actually a negative thing because apparently the way things are now, as far as how much things cost, as opposed to like the last time we had a depression. I think maybe it's a silent depression. Maybe that's it. Recession. I don't know. Anyway, whatever the last one was, which I think it was the depression, things as well as, the cost of what things were to what people were making, the gap was like this. Whereas now it's like, way worse, way worse.
It's a runaway.
As much as they cost whatever, anyway, like they were talking about, homes only cost, a couple $1,000s and cars only cost a couple $1,000s and blah, 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 blah. And it was bad, but it was as bad as it was. And it was damn bad for that time because of, but inflation, it's 10 times worse now,
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to talk about depressing shit, but I'm just saying that it's just funny like that. It's like, we're going to give you a day off. And I'm like, oh, cool. And you don't get to choose what day it is. I'm like, well, I hope they're not just going to slam it in the middle of the week or some stupid shit like that. And luckily enough, they didn't. I got a day off like that correlates with my regular days off. So I'll actually have I'll have 3 days off for one weekend, which is nice. But again, it's still not going to solve anything. It's like, it's not going to matter. I think it's, it's a nice gesture, but I think it's weird, I think those funny things are. And then when they post things when they send us emails like we're still in the office doing stuff like the ridiculousness of Office Space kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, we're having cake today. We're like, oh, it's National Cake Day, but we're not in the office. So, have a piece of cake, you go buy your own. They don't say that, or it's National Pizza Day. You know what? It's National Shut the Fuck Up Day. How about that? Shut the fuck up. Don't tell me what day it is. So they're like, Friday, I think it was Friday or no, it was actually yesterday. They're like, it's National Talk Like a Pirate Day. And we've already discussed that we can't do that while we're talking to customers. So what the fuck does that even mean? Who cares? What a waste of fucking, stop sending me emails about stupid shit. We're doing a poll today. If you could take a vacation and travel anywhere, where would you go? I go fuck myself. That's where I go. And I hope you'll go fuck yourself. Stop asking me, dumbass. I swear to God, they're all like, they're that dumb. I swear to God, they're so fucking up their ass. They're so fucking that woman who's all like, now everybody needs a piece of cake now, and they're always so happy and everything's so great for them. And I was like, well, fuck you,
Yeah.
Fuck you. I don't have to, I get a smile for the customers. I don't get paid to smile to you. Fucking
They're just
assholes.
trying to be that cheerleader,
Come on, everybody. It's gonna be okay. It's National Foot Massage Day. I don't have anybody to massage my foot. Shut the fuck up.
What was his name on
Milton?
Office? Milton, yeah.
Milton. Well, I could just blow the building up.
All right, Milton. Pass it down. Take one and pass it down.
He's like, so Pastor, like in between him and well, I mean, honestly, it's hard not to relate to any of them, really. The employee guys. I've been Michael Bolton having to deal with bullshit. I've the Indian guy having to fight the fucking machine.
Yeah,
like that. The main guy wishing I was not there, hating the job, and then Milton, just constantly, oh, we're gonna do this. Oh, we're cutting back here. We're taking just. And fucking blow this building up. I mean, how many times I thought about burning that fucking place down for reals.
So you
like, you're not destroying anything.
You hit the nail on the head with that, because if you look at the characters in that, I mean, it's a good movie to base stages of your life on. Like at this stage you're here, at this stage you're here, this stage, and what you want to get to. Is you want to get to you don't want to get to Milton. You want to be the neighbor. You want to eventually get to where you are the neighbor. Hey man, turn on channel 9.
Doesn't that guy? Look like you? Yeah, I love that dude. Dude from Drew Carey show, man.
That's the guy. Dude that you strive to be in life. That's the guy that you want to be.
He's like, what would you do if you had $1 million? $1 million. I'll tell you what I'd do. 2 chicks at once. He's like, you don't need $1 million to do that, right? Yeah, well, kind of girls who double up on a dude like me. So, I probably wouldn't need $1 million.
And he's like, how about you? What would you do? I wouldn't do shit.
Like, nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Goes, hell, man, I got a cousin sits on his ass all day long. Don't do shit.
Exactly. He's like, you can do that. You don't even need $1 million to do that. I got a cousin who's worth shit.
Yeah. Has anybody ever come up to you and said, you look like you've had a case of the Mondays?
Oh,
man.
Hell no.
Nah. I think I'd have to kick somebody's ass for that.
Yeah, right? Fucking A. That was his life quote. Fucking A.
Yeah. Fucking A. That's the guy you want to be. That's the guy you strive to be, is him.
That's right.
And I think
because he's just like,
I think I'm in between Michael Bolton and the main character. No, and the main character. I'm getting to that point. I can't remember
his name. It's funny.
Yeah, I'm getting to that point where I'll look it up.
Look it up. Google that shit.
Google it. I'm Googling it.
We're back, everybody. We're back.
Yeah, we're back.
By the way, only one person was like, hey, when are you going to get that? When are you going to do your podcast? When are you going to do your pod? Anybody else could give a fuck. I never heard from anybody going, hey, man, when are you going to post something? When are you going to put? Nobody gave a shit. They were just like, well, we'll just wait till you and Barry do your shit. Fuck your side project, you prick.
Dude, I was looking for you. I was looking for all over the...
No worries, everybody. My ADD and my fucking over perfectionism fucking forced me to fucking shut down continuously every day when I was like, all right, today's the day. I'm going to, no, I don't have it ready yet. No, it's going to suck. People are going to hate it. I'm like, and what's that other thing? Man. I told Dana, it was like, I swear, it's got to be to me, it's a new terminology, but I honestly understand it. The whole, oh, geez, now I'm going to forget what it's called. Imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Have you heard that term that they use a lot now? I don't know if it's a new term. It seems like I guess it is.
It's been out for a while. It's been out for a while.
Well, when you say a while, when I say new, I mean like in the last 30 years or 40 years. New for me, if it's like, this year, then maybe it's not new, but whatever. Long story short, I think it's been out for a lot longer than that, but yeah, I got imposter syndrome and all this shit. And I'm over here tweaking everything. I'm writing stuff down. I'm writing all these ideas down and putting this stuff together and then going, oh, I don't like the way that it is. It's so fucking stupid. I really just got to get off my ass. But I know the one person who was checking on me and everything, which is sweet. And I really appreciate it. And I'm going to let her know when it comes up. But I'm going to let her know about this. I'm sure she'll be super stoked that the videos are back.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I know everybody's got a life and it is what it is and stuff like that. But sorry, everybody. I mean, it's still in the works. So I'll definitely obviously post when I get this shit together. But
that's okay. Because every day I was like, yeah, all right. He put it out today. I'm gonna check on it today.
I don't even know because you're the one who puts out the thing so far. So like, if I post something, it's not like, I mean, it didn't. Well, it's been a while since we started the audio podcast. Didn't it
Yeah.
take a little bit of time before they actually even posted the first video, even to Spotify? It wasn't like now where you post it and then like an hour later it's up, right? I mean, it took like what, a week or two before our first
For
thing came out.
Spotify,
The
it
first time
took
we saw, or is it like it took a longer time to get
the
other
first one.
things to
It
pick
took
up? Yeah.
no, the first one that because we posted, it took 24 hours for it to hit to Spotify.
Okay.
And that's when I contacted you through text the next day. I was like, "We're podcasters, motherfucker."
There it is. Yeah. Okay. So
Of course,
one
that was
day. Yeah.
yeah,
That's
it
the
was
first one.
horrible. That first one was horrible. But which is funny because when I go back and I look at the analytics and stuff like that, the first episode of us doing the review of Batman,
Yeah.
fucking through the roof, #1 with a bullet. None of our other ones have even fucking gotten close to touching that one. So apparently everybody loved that one, and they're like,
Batman.
the other ones are okay. So, but we are
Damn.
we are over 700, finally over 700 listens, which is
That's
nice.
that's the audio one, right? Yeah.
The audio,
This thing's
your audio
different.
podcast.
Yeah.
No, this one is this one's weird. It's like we're
up and
we're
down,
in
right?
400 or so, right around there, which ain't bad. I mean,
no.
I did talk to
anybody who watches it.
I talked to a friend of mine who he does Ice Hat Trick. He does video editing and stuff like that. And I told him about our podcast and stuff. And I was like, man, if I send you, which I meant to do like 2 weeks ago, I was like, I can send you the one of our videos and you fuck around with it. And he goes, yeah, I'd love to. But then, it's going to turn into a whole money issue, and I'm like, man, we're not making any fucking money. And he's like, no, that's cool. What's going to happen is I'll do the edit. I'll send it back to you. You tell me if you like what I did with it. And if you like it, we'll just continue to do it. Or we'll sign a contract. Once you start making money, then I start getting paid. And I take a percentage of yours. And I was like, I don't know if I like that. I really don't.
And when he says paid, does he mean retro paid? Like for the previous episodes too? Like,
I guess I don't know if it would be like a blanket thing where he would just, he would take 25% of what we make doing this, which, because a friend of mine, he was like, dude, when are you putting out another one? We love your videos. We love the fucking podcast. We listen to them all the time. Where, I was like, well, kind of on a hiatus right now. I got some shit going on, but we're going to be back. And he said, man, we listen to your shit all the time. We're waiting for, the new one to drop. And I was like, it'll be a couple of weeks, but it's coming. So,
hey, at least I'll say this much, and I'm not trying to dog your favorite podcasters, but man, Matt and Jay, they don't have any consistency on when the fuck they post shit. Like I was sitting here going, Jesus Christ, it's almost October and they haven't fucking posted. I don't think they posted anything. I think they posted at the like in the past. It was like the beginning of the month. Then in August, I think it came like right at the end, I want to say. And then the same thing. Then I just said that thinking about that today. And then they're like,
they dropped one today.
And I was like, oh, that's funny as fuck.
I saw it this
morning.
Love
you guys, but that's funny, hilarious. So what are you going to do?
Well, I think it's because I don't think,
I know they have probably,
I don't think Jay does a whole lot with it. I think it's Matt that does all the editing and all the shit for it. And
that's
Jay's
Dracula Dinosaur.
Matt is Dinosaur Dracula, and Jay is Sludge Central. Yeah. So a shout out to Purple Stuff Podcast. If you guys haven't checked them out, go check them out. They are funny guys, but it is a lot of retro stuff. I mean, they're not like slapstick hilarious. They're not like us, but
I find it sometimes odd when I listen to them because I was sitting there and I'm going, am I just dense or just these? It's just, is it a generational gap? Because sometimes Jay, which one's the one? Which one's Dinosaur Dracula? That's Matt. That's Matt. Okay, so Jay's the okay. So Jay will laugh and Matt will say stuff, and I'll be like, he'll be laughing so hard, and I'll be like, what is funny? I don't understand why is Jay laughing so hard?
Jay's kind of like the Ed McMahon of the group.
Oh, is it like, ha ha, good one,
correct, sir. Yes.
Wow.
So,
I'm not saying those guys ain't funny. There's a lot of stuff that I chuckle about a little bit, but I'm not knee slapping. But man, Matt just goes to town laughing about stuff. And I think it's just because they're really, friendly about it or whatever.
And they've been friends. They've been friends. They're like us. We've been friends for 20-something years. They've been friends the same way. And they're on the tail end of Gen X. So they were,
got it.
They were born like 79, 80, right around there. So they're new Gen X. We're old Gen X. So some of the, but one of my favorite stories that he did, that he was talking about, when I think it was when Matt was Jay was talking about when Ghostbusters had just come out. Did you listen to that one? And he went and his mom bought him all the Ghostbuster shit, the backpack and the fucking proton gun and the jumpsuit and stuff. And he was obviously was a kid. It was in the 80s. And his friend called him and said, "Hey, are you coming over to do a sleepover at the house?" He said, "Yeah." He says, "Well, I have to let you know that our house, we do have a ghost in the house. There's something haunting our house, and just letting you know." And then Jay shows up and he's in the garb, knocks on the door. The friend opens the door and he's like, the friend goes, "Oh, thank God you brought all the equipment. We're going to need it tonight."
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, I remember doing shit like that when I was a kid, thinking that,
crazy.
Yeah, the EKG meter and shit. Back to
that.
Oh, fuck yeah. Now that I'm an adult, you can't see it, but I have all the Ghostbusters action figures on the wall. And I have the trap.
Mm-hmm.
I need the proton. I need the pack and I need the gun, but I have the trap. But
you can get a real like movie replica one, but it's pretty expensive.
Yeah, it's pricey, dude. It's pricey.
Yeah. I made one except for the gun part. I made a proton pack one year for Halloween. Speaking of Halloween, we're getting into the spooky season. I built an Optimus Prime costume, except for the head part. The rest of it was pretty fucking cool because I made it out of cardboard. So I made like boxes per section.
Yeah.
So I had boxes for my forearms and my arms, and then one for the chest and the leg, one for legs. I put sneakers in boxes. My mom got me these boxes, and I got all kinds of boxes. So I had big ones that look like squared, and I put a sneaker in it, and I cut holes in it and laced the shoe, so the sneaker was in there. There.
I remember you telling me that you did that.
Wrapping paper, red wrapping paper, so silver for the thing. The only thing I couldn't do because I really wasn't. I was building this thing, and I really wasn't planning on. I don't know what I was planning on doing. I was just building the damn thing.
Yeah.
So I ended up using like a popcorn thing, and I put something on it, and I just built something that kind of looked like that came down over my nose and just went over my face and made it silver, look like the Optimus Prime mouth.
Yeah.
That was half-assed, but the rest of it was pretty cool. Elaborate and a lot to put together. So I had to bring it all. And then there was a dance to high school and I had somebody help me put it together. And I went out there and people were freaking out. And I was like, really? And then I won. So the next year I went and I was like, I didn't get a jumpsuit because I was fat again. So I got just a tan shirt and some tan pants. But I got a backpack and I did it again. I took some cardboard and I made the circular part and I painted it. I had spray paint and stuff. And I got like some kind of black thing that looked like it was like a tubing or something that I had to go from the backpack. The only thing I didn't make was the gun. They had one of those, what were those things called that you could look at pictures with? You put the little thing inside of it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Viewmaster made a Ghostbuster gun. Do you remember that you could shoot?
I don't. It
shoot image. Maybe it was Viewmaster or something like that.
I do remember that. Yeah.
It would shoot ghosts on the wall. You could click it and it would change the ghost. And so I took that and I attached it to the thing in the backpack and I put a real backpack inside the cardboard and I wore that. And I thought, oh, this is a shoe-in. And I didn't win shit that year. I was like, they gave it to somebody else who just bought a fucking, I was like, I fucking made this, man. Look at this backpack, man. It didn't have lights or anything, and I got this fucking gun. I went above and beyond. I don't know why. The first year I won, and I don't even remember it being anything. I don't even remember getting anything. Maybe a ribbon. I don't even remember. So I don't know why the hell I care because I wasn't even trying to win the first year, and I did. And then when I went the second year, going, I'm a shoo-in. I mean, look at this. I went all out. I didn't just buy a store bought. They're like, we can't give it to you every year, and I'm like, bullshit if I'm actually attempting to build a costume and not just buy a store-bought piece of shit. But I'm like, yeah, I get it. You're nerds and you want the chick to win. It's cool.
My daughter did that a few years ago. We took her to the library for a Halloween costume thing, a contest, and she made her own costume, and it was like a Five Nights at Freddy thing. She made the helmet and all that. I mean, it was just fabulous. It was just fucking awesome. I was like, and she got it where the mouth moved and shit. I don't know how she did it. She did it with rubber bands, and she made it all out of cardboard and felt.
Fucking, your kid is like Corey Feldman in Friday the 13th Part 4.
Yep. That's exactly
all the
what she is.
Masks and shit.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Yeah, we took her there, and she didn't win. Some kid with a store-bought costume won. But the funny thing was, afterwards, when they were all lined up, I guess, and they were like, okay, the kid over here with the fuckactive costume, he won, whatever, gave him the trophy and the certificate or whatever. And afterwards, all the kids were like around her, like, is that costume is so cool. Hey, how did you make this? And all the kids were wanting to know what her costume was like, how she made it, all kinds of stuff. And I was like, well, right there. I mean, that just goes to show you. And every time we would take her trick or treating, she would wear her.
That kid was standing over in the corner like, I won, but I don't feel like a winner.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to talk to me.
No,
he's like,
nobody wants to talk to me.
Take your trophy and fuck off, store-bought.
Yeah. So, and every time we go trick or treating and she walks around with her homemade costume, people will stop and want to like, wow, shit, that's the shit. Where's that? Where'd you get that?
She's like, listen, I ain't got time to talk. I got candy to collect. What the hell?
Yeah.
Read about it. Google that shit.
Hey, Peter, man, turn on Channel 9. That was his name, Peter.
Hey, turn on Channel 9. Look at that girl's titties.
The chick's on Channel 9, Peter.
He's like, oh, George. He's like, she looks like my ex. Oh, yeah. Doesn't she look like your ex-girlfriend? Well, yeah, a little bit, but goddamn, man. Oh, I'm sorry, Peter.
Yeah. What was her name? Let's see. Trying to find.
Look like he's like
Ann. Doesn't it look like Ann?
Yeah, well, shit, she does.
You think Ann's cheating on me? Yeah.
What do you mean?
Oh man,
she just looks like the kind of girl who would cheat on a guy.
Yeah. It's just, oh man, I'm talking out of my ass, Peter. I'm sorry.
What she was, remember that? She fucking screams into the fucking answer machine and shit.
Answer machine. Yeah. And his name was Lawrence.
Lawrence. Hey, Lawrence.
It's funny. I watched an interview with Stephen Root, the guy that plays Milton.
Yeah.
The other day, and the guy was talking to him, and he was what are you basically known for? You known for this, and he says, man, I get it all the time. I'm on the street, whatever, and people are always like, hey, Milton, they'll walk up with a fucking swing line stapler, wanting me to autograph it. And
how the fuck did you know I was going to be here?
I guess just walking around, I don't know, but he says the funny thing is, when he goes to do a job, to do a movie acting or whatever, he said when he walks in, there is a box of red swing line staplers.
Jesus.
And it's not for
this gimmick.
It's not for the fans. It's for the crew members. And he goes over to the box and he autographs every one of them for the crew members. Because that's what they want. Yeah, he does it on purpose. Does it for, and he said,
I see him coming in and like, I didn't sign up for this shit. The box of that, and they're like, sign that, monkey. Like, get the fuck! I'm a Juilliard trained actor. God damn it!
Yeah,
sign fucking staplers. I didn't write the goddamn movie. The guy who wrote Beavis and Butthead did.
Apparently, they don't make or they discontinued that model. Yeah, I think you can still get a red stapler swing line,
but
that particular model.
About that.
Does he? I don't remember that.
I think he talks about that in the movie. He goes, well, they did the stapler and then they changed it. And I don't know, he's mumbling, but you can hear that he's talking about, they went for I didn't like that, but I like this one. Yeah. What a world, man. What a maroon.
I've been really this past 2 weeks. I have discovered a new drink, and it's called K I K I
Jesus
J K.
Christ.
I don't know. It's
Making
Mexican.
shit up.
It's a Mexican drink that I've seen on the shelves for years and years and years, and I walk right past it all the time I go to Walmart. And I always look at it and go, God damn it, that looks good. It looks tasty. And it always reminded me of, I mean, we go to El Portro.
Yeah.
And we would get the drink, the milk drink, the rice drink.
Horchata.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of. I was like, man, I bet that tastes just like that. So 2 weeks ago, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm buying one. It's $1.50. They have coconut, they have mango, they have banana, they have strawberry, and they have pineapple.
Yeah.
So let me try I tried the coconut one. And I got home, put it in the fridge, forget about it for like 3 days. Open the fridge, looking for a snack. I said, oh, there's my drink. Grab my drink, shake it up. It's got the little chunks of coconut in it. I like coconut. If you're not a coconut fan, you won't like this drink. Shake it up.
So get the other one.
Dude,
get the strawberry, the pineapple, whatever, Yeah.
I think they all have coconut in them, to tell you the truth. I didn't have the strawberry one, but I've had all the other ones. Cracked it open, took a drink. As soon as it hit my lips, it was like bing. Most fabulous drink in the fucking world. Oh my God. It was like an angel crying on your tongue. Jesus. It was so good. It was so good. I was savoring it. It was so good. I was like, oh, I don't want this to end. Had to get up, put my clothes back on, get in the car, drive back to Walmart.
He cleaned the shelf. Get in the shopping cart.
Yeah. So we go back.
Yeah.
They're gone. All of them gone.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
They like them. You got to know which day to come.
I was like, what the fuck? Where did they go? So I'm like, I got my heart set on this drink. I'm scratching.
Don't you hate that shit of the world we live in?
Where's the drink? I need it.
You find something you want and you're like, you go to the store and I'm like, I know you don't, but I always think they're not going to fucking have it. I know I'm going to get it. Because I'm just used to disappointment and everything. I'm not trying to be negative, but after a while, it's like after you just keep doing something, you're like, I want a fucking brownie and they have these brownie bites and I love them. And you go there and they don't fucking have it. It's like, what the fuck, man? Did they call ahead and say, he's coming? Get that shit the fuck off the shelf. Fuck them.
Well, I can't explain. I haven't had a drink that it changed my life. Man, it just literally changed my life. I look forward to those drinks. And so we go they're gone.
And
I'm pissed. We get I'm pouting now. I'm in the car. I'm pouting. I'm like, God damn it.
I wasted gas and time.
My wife goes, you know what? Let's go over to the other store. Maybe they got them over there. We go to the other store, nothing. Go across the street, nothing. And I'm like, fuck. I said, never mind. I'm mad. Let's go home.
Go to the Mexican restaurant.
I just want to go.
You guys got any? They don't have it.
Yeah, we do. And then,
nah, they probably don't.
Bing, Mexican grocery store right down the road. I said, fuck it.
You're like,
let's ride. We go to the Mexican grocery store.
$2 more expensive than the Walmart, most likely.
It was a little bit more expensive, but worth it. Worth it.
Yeah.
I walk in, and nobody in there speaks English. Not a word of English. I walk in, and they're like, "Hola, cómo está?" And I was like, "Hola, cómo está?" And I was like, boom! I'm going down I'm looking. I whip around the corner. I'm looking. Where's it at? These Mexicans are just stopping. They're like fixated on me. I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? I come around the last aisle. I look down, and my wife comes around, and she's like, did you find them? I said, yep, there they are. There's one coconut one left. That's my favorite. One left. I grab it. They had mango. They had pineapple. They had banana. I don't like the banana one. I said, I'll fuck it. I'll take a pineapple one. She taps me on the shoulder. She said, turn around. I turn around to the cold case.
Yeah, there it is.
It was the holy grail of all of them. And they come in big ones too, like this. I was like, oh, fuck, they make them in big ones?
They made them in pints?
Yeah, they made it in yeah, that's how I felt. They make it in pints. Grabbed it open. I said, get a basket. Yeah, just
loading it up. Get up to the thing. I'm sitting there having a conversation with the lady, and I was like, yeah, they ran out at Walmart. I love these fucking drinks. Oh my God, they're so delicious. I can't. And I had gotten like a Pepsi, like an actual glass bottle Pepsi too.
Yeah.
And I was
They
pointing,
make
I was
them
like,
with sugar cane. It's good
and
shit.
she looks at me and she goes, huh? And I was like, and she grabs like the bottle opener, like she's going to open it for me. And I go, no. I was just saying that you guys are a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it to find them because I love these drinks. I'm just carrying. She's just shaking her head like this the entire time. Doesn't understand me. I hand her my card. Yeah. I bought like, I don't know how many drinks, whatever. It was, it was like $20 worth of drinks. Get home, stock the refrigerator with them, and I was just like, wake up in the morning just thinking about my drinks. And
quick question: is this going to end badly, or is this just
no?
Oh, I just got my drinks and I'm good. Okay. I'm just curious.
I'm drinking one right now. So
awesome.
Yeah.
I got turned on to something like that too, not horchata or whatever you had, but they have the sodas too, the Mexican. I don't know if they're called Mexican, but they sell them in the Mexican aisle, and they have them like pineapple, orange. Yeah. They got one that's a brown one. I'm not sure what the fuck that is. I think it's turmeric, or maybe it's apple. Yeah, probably apple.
I've had it.
It's crazy. The one they don't have is the one that is so fucking good. And I'm not the biggest lime fan, but they make the lime soda. At least they don't sell them anywhere other than I can find them except for the actual authentic Mexican store.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine's like, oh, this is really good. Oh, well, and then Mexican restaurant, because I see it over here, they have them in the smaller bottles, but over there they have them in it's like a half a liter, maybe not even half a liter, but it's a bigger bottle. It's expensive. And the problem is they won't now. Last time I was there, they were like, they won't let you spend any more. You got to spend at least $5, that kind of shit, I guess because of the swiping charge. And I was like, I don't have any cash. I said, I don't have $5. It freaked me out. I got so mad at the guy. I was like, God damn it. I left because it's crazy.
Give me my fucking soda.
I just want a fucking soda, man. And I don't want to spend $5. What else am I going to buy? This is all I came for. I'm not buying a bunch of sodas. I just wanted the one soda. I was like, God damn it. I don't like fucking carrying. I don't not like carrying cash. I just don't generally do it. Usually it's the first thing I'll spend before anything. As soon as if I have cash, that's the first thing I'll start spending. And then I'll just swipe. But the lime soda is fucking amazing. But also I wanted to say to you, because you brought up this thing and I keep wanting to do this. Now, I thought it was interesting because you said that about going to the smoothie place and getting the beets. So they got this thing called Smoothie King.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard of it.
Apparently they aren't on the beet tip.
Oh,
I'm
really?
Looking through I'm like, they've got to have nothing. You can get all fucking spinach, all kinds of weird shit. But beets ain't got. They're like, what do you mean? Why would we put beets in here? Are you fucking kidding me? My buddy told me you fucking get jacked up like fucking Wolverine, jumping out of that thing. Fucking claws and shit like that. It fucking jack you up. He's like, fucking talking about it's weird. I said, go to fucking. Why is it in the middle of nowhere that the guy's out on the tip? It's the beets. It's all the beets.
It's the beets.
So I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, and finding, like, I went to Walmart. No beets. Like buying real beets.
Yeah,
went
that's
to
where I get mine.
No beets. Like, what the fuck? Is there some kind of like anti-beet thing, or did I miss the shipment and the fucking beet people came and took them all? I didn't see a spot, but I don't really buy a lot of produce. I was like, I can't. It's like you now. It's not for you, buddy. That's for Barry. You don't get the beets. But they make beet powder that you can mix beet mixture. I don't know how well it equates, but I'm like,
I don't know.
I'll just buy
I've never
that.
tried it. I've never tried it, but it may work. Yeah.
It's like fucking not cheap though. I think the cheapest I found was like $15. It did say it was a 30. I guess you should only do one a day. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or at least that's how they sell it. It's like a 30-day supply for $15.99. Or you can get a big ass thing. It looks like one of those protein things.
Yeah.
But that was like quite a bit of money. And I was like, I don't even know if it's going to do anything. So I'm not really going to, I don't want to invest that much money.
I'll bring you some beets, man.
Even crazy. Yeah, put me some beets.
I got a beet guy.
I got a guy. He's got me hooked up with the beats.
Yeah, I got a guy.
At the Mots, the beats.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? By the way, we were talking about the podcast. Did you listen to those guys today? I listened.
I was going to start it on the way home, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to save this for the morning because I'm already kind of.
You got to drive to work, so yeah.
I was like, man, it's been kind of it's a bit of a rough day. I got had a bunch of shit going on today, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to save it for where I'm fresh.
That's surprised. I thought Barry. I thought you'd be like hitting me up, going. I think by next. I thought you'd be like preemptively hitting me up, like I think next week I'll be ready to record again. Not like, hey, you want to record tonight? And I'm like, really? All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, he got his roof fixed, but apparently you're saying it was just patched. They didn't actually do the job. Because I thought you said the guy convinced you to get a whole new roof.
Yeah.
But he told me convince him to wait, or did you say?
Well, he told me when he did it, when he came out, my friend that came out and helped me, he told me your roof, you need to replace the whole thing. So, so now it's just, it's not cheap. It's not cheap.
I know that. You said it was $1,500.
Yeah, they're going anywhere from like 10,000 to 1,500 depending on who you go with. Now I've talked to a couple of people already. I've said, well, this is the quote, and they're like, I can beat that. I'm like, of course, but okay.
Yeah, but your quality, motherfucker.
Yeah. So you don't care if the pin's already rusted, do you? Because I can get you a deal.
You don't mind if Jose falls through the roof every now and then, do you?
Yeah.
No, not at all. My wife's only.
You don't care if it's got curse words and swastikas painted on it, because I get.
We can paint over that, right? We can paint over that. This was what do they do? This was repossessed by a Satanist cult. I don't know that that has anything to do with it, if it's infused with evil, but we'll see what happens, right? I mean, it's cheap.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm getting you a deal.
Maybe laced with something that somebody wants eventually,
Yeah. Well, I wanna eventually get solar panels put on there. Sure. I think that's the way to go. That way we can start generating our own energy.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever, Elon Musk.
And that way I can charge up my electric car. And
oh my God, this fucking guy.
It's not an actual full-size car. It's one of those little ones you get at Walmart that kids usually sit in.
Oh, Jesus. But, it only takes me 18 days to get to work, but I think it's worth it. I'm not killing the environment.
Yeah, I'm saving the world. So
not my job or my family, but the world is being.
Everybody's got to do their part, man.
Do your part, Barry.
Yeah, pull your weight. Damn it. So you got any ideas of what you want to? Since we're back in the swing of things, I suppose we're going to go ahead and shoot our Spotify podcast on Sunday. And we're in the spooky season.
Ooh,
I thought we do, like I said, I think, me personally, you can change it if you want to, but I think from now until Halloween, we just do straight Halloween.
Well, you mean stuff?
Yeah.
We do movies. We could do music, which we could do.
Getting low, big guy.
Yeah, that's life. I'm
just waiting. Life. I'm waiting for your head to just boom, go out.
He's out. I gotta wrap this up. He's out. The big guy's out.
He's down.
It's not that bad. It's not. Is it past my bedtime? Yeah, I gotta fucking eat too.
Coming on to 8 o'clock.
Jesus.
The past couple of nights has been.
I'll get tired, but then as the night progresses, no. Actually, I think this is more of a crashing, because I know that last night I think I was up till 1 or 2. So I rub one out and then I fucking get tired. I'm like, all right, now I'm exhausted.
Yeah. Well, that's the past couple of nights. It's like the past 2 or 3 nights, man. I've been waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Like an
sounds like
alarm.
From the Amityville Horror. Hey.
Yeah. Something just pops up my head. My eyes open. I look at the clock because I have a clock right on the wall. Oh, no. And I look at the clock and I'm like, and it's a regular size clock, but I look at it and I'm like, 2 o'clock. What the fuck?
Why am I up again?
Why am I up?
Something's happening. Somebody's talking about you. No, I'm kidding. I don't know what the hell that means.
My mom used to say that shit. She was like, well, if you wake up in the middle of the night, somebody's dreaming about you. Or
Yeah.
Plotting your demise. So, I was like, yeah.
No, I think the world's doing a good enough job for that.
Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe we pick a year. We'll start with the 80s. You want to start with the 80s? Time to wash it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
It smells like beer and piss. The
Yeah.
hell?
Ooh,
Not
nice.
piss. He's like, what? Piss? What the hell? It's weird. No,
why don't we pick a movie from the 80s, a horror movie from the 80s?
I don't know. If we just ease into it. You want to do a horror movie?
Well, what do you're suggesting? What do you got? What are you thinking?
Let's just talk about that. I don't know. I didn't really contemplate it. I didn't have time. But I mean, if we were, I don't know. We could talk about the season. How we enjoy. We could. I don't know. Fuck. All right. Whatever.
Because I've already decorated. I decorated my house already. My full front of my house is all Halloween now. So I've done my
I never
decorations.
took the Christmas tree down, so I'm
well, yeah,
there.
no. Your Christmas tree's been there for 3 years. But
true white trash.
Yeah.
If it works, it works, brother. It's a lot easier to just have it up than to take it down and pull
just
it out.
Throw
every
a sheet over it. Don't worry
it's
about
a
it. Yeah, throw a sheet over it.
It's a dust cover like old people would put on their. It's a.
Put a sheet on it and then draw some
googly
circles on it.
Some googly eyes.
That's a ghost.
Michael Myers.
Good idea.
There we go. Or just get it and get like a thing that looks like a tree, a plain like spruce, and just put the sheet over that. Put the sheet that looks like a tree, and it goes just a tree. It's our tree. It looks like a. Yeah. That's so weird. Why did you do that? Don't worry about it. No, it's just a matter of. It's funny. This thing is, I keep saying, when I have a little money, I'm going to buy a box and put it in the box. And then I'm like, yeah, by the time I do that, it'll be fucking November. And I'll be like, what are you doing? Why are you putting it up? I mean, it's almost Christmas now anyway. Might as well let it go. And then maybe next year.
Run the gambit.
When you get a little extra money, buy a box to put it away.
I've never seen an artificial tree decompose like that, but you've done it.
Only in our house. Only
here. You have broken science.
That's right.
I've never seen plastic decompose like that. No.
It's an art form, my friend. It's an art form. I don't know.
It is. Talent.
Let's fuck it. I love movies. Let's just do it. Let's you said what? Pick up a movie from what? What's your idea?
Pick a movie from the 80s. Pick one of your favorite horror movies from the 80s.
Okay. And we'll just talk about it.
If you want, I'll let you pick the movie and then we can just analyze it.
One movie for the whole episode?
One movie.
Let's talk about Halloween. It's not an 80s movie, but hell, it's.
You want to talk about the original Halloween
from Halloween?
1974? 78, sorry. I'm thinking of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, I love
that.
You're
talking about the original John Carpenter.
John Carpenter directed, Jamie Lee Curtis, star-stunning vehicle.
Yeah.
Donald Pleasant horror movie, the beginning of the slash. They keep saying that, and I guess because maybe the popularity, but I'm like, Chainsaw came first, and they don't give it the love. I'm like, I get it. It was a family. It wasn't one guy. Although Leatherface was the guy who did most of the stuff, I've kind of say he was the original slasher, but whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah. I actually got some history behind that on one of the because I've been going back and rewatching the Halloween movies. Yeah. And I think it was Halloween 4.
So Return of Michael Myers.
The Return of Michael Myers.
That was with the little girl played Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter. And she was called Jamie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I came out because that was the first time I got to see a Halloween movie in the theaters, because it came out and I was old enough to go see it. And my mom dropped me off at the theater and I was so jacked. And I loved that movie because it was like, I'm finally getting to watch a Halloween movie.
Yeah. Well, I was watching it, and to spur off of that, we were watching, I was Sunday, I was flipping around trying to find something to watch. And I came across one of the Crow movies I hadn't seen, Crow Salvation. Have you ever watched that one?
The second one?
No.
the
third one. What happens in it? And I'll figure it out.
Kristen Dunst is in it.
Hmm.
And Kristen Dunst plays the sister. The guy, the main character, gets executed for murdering his girlfriend, who is Kristen Dunst's sister. And he was framed. It wasn't him. And they execute him, and then they wheel him out, and his face is all fried and shit. Jesus. And he comes back. He's looking in the mirror, and he's freaking out. He's wearing a jumpsuit, right? Like a flight, he's in the Air Force jumpsuit, which I thought was weird. And he starts pulling the skin and shit off his face, and it's falling to the ground. And then he looks up, and he's got the crow. It's not paint though; it's like scars on his face.
Yeah, weird.
But and the guy, I can't think of the guy's name not off the top, man. But anyways, what the point I'm getting to is one of the guards that was in there was this big fucking Indian. Braid, man, big. It's like Sonny Landham style, like this big dude.
Yeah.
And I got curious. I started looking it up on IMDb and looking at he played Michael Myers in Halloween 4.
Nice.
The first time an Indian ever played Michael Myers. And I was like, pretty cool, man. So killing white people. I was like, yes. No, I'm just kidding.
Down with the federal government. Yeah. Kill Whitey.
Whitey.
Oh, no, not like that. No, don't do that.
Burn, baby, burn.
Fucking nuts.
Power to the people. Sir, Michael Myers doesn't speak. Fuck you.
Kill Whitey. Give us our land. Who's us? You're one
land
guy.
Back. You know, the tip off was in that when he turned around, you could see the braid sticking out of the back of the mask. So
now you're gonna make me watch that again.
Yeah.
Not that it's a problem, because I love that movie. It's about time. About time to stick
the ending was just, my God. That was dark, man.
What,
the
Halloween
little girl?
4?
Yeah, the little girl at the end when she
she kills. You think it's gonna be she's gonna turn? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because that's what happened. And then if you dive into what happened, go on to YouTube and watch. It's called WTF, Halloween 5. There's so much shit happened. That's why when you go see Halloween 5, you're like, why? What the fuck happened? Why did they kill?
Was that the one with Paul Rudd?
No, that was 6. That was 6.
Oh, 6. Okay.
No, 5 is still with Jamie. She's still a little kid, but she can't talk. She's in her boarding school. She's having visions. Suddenly, she's got some psychic connections. Michael.
Yeah.
They kill the girl from the first one off for no reason, and then her friend becomes like the main girl, other than Jamie. Just so much shit goes on, and I didn't dislike it per se, but as I got, I did see a lot of disjointed stuff, and it was apparently like a lot of weird, fucked up shit happened on that. I mean,
there's all kinds of loopholes there, man.
Yeah. Well, first of all, the house. Every time they decide to
changes,
always change it. It's like it's goddamn. What is this? The TARDIS? It's like Like, why is it a 2-level fucking mansion suddenly?
That was the thing, because I was watching the one with Paul Rudd the other day, and he's like across the street watching, and he was like, "That's the house."
Oh yeah, that house. It's a 2-story. Like, well, no, they all were 2 stories, but it was not. Yeah, that was a little closer.
But I still looking at it and go, "That's not the fucking house. That's not the same house. What the fuck's wrong with you?"
This one YouTuber has gone out because there is a real house. It was a real house they used, obviously.
Yeah,
and they've actually moved the house. It's literally like somebody's there. They moved it, repainted it, and it's actually a business. But people know what it is. It even has a marker on it that it was the house used for Halloween. But they painted it. But it's still the same house. But it's so fucking small. You're like, God damn, man! How'd they make the house look so big?
Yeah,
it's so small.
Low angles.
It's like ridiculous,
Low angles, man. That's all it is. So.
Like I figure, the worst one was that not worst. Well, it was the one with Busta Rhymes was just god awful. because remember that one? Because they, first of all, I don't know. I guess they gave her a good payday because they brought Jamie Lee Curtis back, and then off turn, I'm like, well, you lost me now. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Seriously, she was ready to kill him, had it all planned out, and just a slight fuck up, and he wins and kills her. I'm like, get out of here. And then he's like, now what do? He's fucking done. Oh, okay. He's gonna go back home.
Yeah.
My job is done. I'm gonna go home and have a beer. Like, what the fuck? Doesn't make any sense. But the worst part is that actually did have that house they used for that one, or at least externally, was more accurate to the original one, or at least pretty close to it, because it wasn't that big of a house. I mean, somehow they made it inside big, and you're like, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. There was
it
only,
never does.
Yeah, so I'm like, why can't? It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why can't you guys just stick with the same? Well, it's too small. Like, well, sorry. John Carpenter didn't want to do a sequel. He wanted to do fucking like an anthology of Halloween-based movies, i.e. that they happened during the Halloween season, which is what we get with Season of the Witch, which is such a diversive film. People either hate it, love it, or kind of maybe are in the middle. But
and I love it. It's my favorite.
I'm fine with it. I have no problem with it. I just, my son's like, no, it's like on Michael Myers. I'm like, stop getting hung up on that shit.
Yeah.
They brought him back.
It's in the same universe, and it's
Jamie
Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis is actually in the movie.
Yeah, because they show Halloween on the television.
On the television. But not only that, and in the town, when the voiceover is like, it's 9 o'clock.
Yeah. That's Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's in the movie.
About that, I think we talked about that, or we brought it up because a sidebar of something where people are there, but you don't even know they're there. Like I back in the day when I think it was Young Guns 2 came out. Bon Jovi was in that movie, but it wasn't like he didn't come out. You know what I'm saying? Like he was one of those. He was a prisoner who came out of a pit of people. He had a shitty beard. He was all muffed up. We knew who he was, and I loved it because even though we're from Jersey and he's a Jersey guy, we still kind of like, fuck that guy. You know, he was, because he's popular, whatever. You know, there's always this weird hatred for stupid shit like that. Like, oh, we Frank Sinatra, but Bon Jovi, fuck that guy. It's so queer. When he got shot in that movie, me and my friend and his brother jumped up and clapped, and the people were in the audience were like, what the fuck are they? Why are they happy about some random dude getting shot in the movie? Like, yeah, kill that stupid son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Even though we all love Bon Jovi's music, but
kill that hump.
Yeah, kill that hump. And I was like, and then so I just saw like something not too long ago, and I think I brought it up to you that in the first Young Guns, Tom Cruise is one of the and I was like, he gets no mention in the credits. They say
no credits, no nothing. Yeah,
he's in there, but you wouldn't know it. He's like, because he's got like sideburns on and a hat, and there's not, I mean, it wasn't when they showed the still shot. I'm like, oh yeah. Well, now you say that, I look at that. Yes, I see it. Whereas Bon Jovi, you wouldn't notice it. But what's funny is I was like, I wonder if that, even though the time frame between that and say the first Mission Impossible was many years, is why the first Mission Impossible, Emilio Estevez is in. But his is a speaking and on-camera part.
Yeah.
No credit. He's not in the credits. And I was like, why is he? He's like in the beginning. He's in the first 10 minutes of the fucking movie. I get he dies, but why no credit?
I'm still pissed that he died in the first one. Because when I saw Emilio, and I was like, Emilio!
Sweet. We got an Outsiders reunion.
Exactly.
Thomas Howell in there and a couple other fucking
Swayze.
Cats.
Yeah.
Little Swayze action. You got
Swayze action. Yeah.
Chippendales. No, I was just like, I didn't like that either. I was like, they fucking what? They killed him? Emilio? I was pissed. Like crazy.
I was pissed.
I was like, how's it a Mission Impossible movie if you kill off everybody and the only person left is Tom Cruise? Because in all the TV shows,
it's all about it was Tom Cruise.
I was like, is that? Because that at first annoyed me. Because I was like, is that all it's ever going to be? Just him? Like, it's not. That's not how the TV show was. They were a fucking team.
It was a team.
Now he fucking has a team. But I was like, why did it take so long for him to get like a set group of people that keeps coming back? Who is his team? You know?
I don't know.
I guess
They
keep it
just
fresh.
fucking
Yeah.
worked into it. But then there's people who are in it and then they disappear. Like, where did that guy go? Like, they brought in other dude who played Hawkeye. He was in like one of the movies. They didn't kill him, but he never came back. You know, I didn't even realize the guy who was in this last one, Kittredge, was in like the first one, and then he was gone for a couple of the movies. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that.
It was like Simon Pegg. They put Simon Pegg in like 3 of them, I think.
Oh, he's been in a couple now. 5 actually.
Oh,
has it 8 of them now? Or at least 4.
I don't know. I quit watching after 2. So.
Did you really? No, they've got.
I tapped out.
They've got crazy fun. No, they're good. They're not. They're not. Trust me. It's not Fast and Furious crazy. I mean, even though the last 3 or so I haven't watched, not intentionally, just never got around to it. But it is what it is. I
got to catch up.
But the Mission Impossibles are good because they do have a linear story, but also just individual stories like that are pretty cool. Like this one here is like.
I'll have to watch it.
This one here is part 1 of a 2-parter. So. Yeah.
Okay.
They brought Eli Kodos into it. You know who that is?
Yeah. That motherfucker.
That motherfucker. That's the one who played Richie Valence's brother.
Richie, you cock smoker.
Oh man. Shit broke my now, man. When his mom fucking broke down in La Bamba, dude, that broke my heart.
It was hard. It was hard to watch.
I was like, God damn it. Why?
I mean, I cried at that movie. I'm sorry.
That's why I don't want to watch it. I was like, that's not a movie you go out. Hey man, I'm feeling pretty good. Let's watch La Bamba.
Let's watch La Bamba. Hey, you know what would put me in a really good mood? Schindler's List. Let's watch that.
It's things are going real good. I think I need to bring it down a peg. I think my head's getting a little too big. I need to watch a downer movie. I need watch the Downer Party movie.
Yeah, I need to get something to ground me for a little bit. So life's going too good for me, baby. Throw on the Schindler's List.
I need to watch the Garbage Patch Kids.
Yeah, throw in Super Mario Brothers. Let me watch that.
The Goombas.
Yeah.
Fucking things with a little head.
No, watch a really good John Leguizamo movie. So.
Oh my God! You mean the Jerk? Oh no, what was it? Not the Jerk.
What the fuck was
that one?
The Pest.
The Pest. That was
a horrible movie. God.
I know, but he was.
And I know there's somebody out there. I know somebody's out there like, you motherfucker. I love that movie.
How dare you talk about The Pest like that?
Yeah.
He is hilarious. I mean, he was hilarious in that movie.
I've met people that were they swear by it. They were like, man, it was a great movie, man. I was like, okay.
Great.
I'll take
I don't know if I'll go that way.
I think you're throwing that word around a little too loosely, but that's okay. You do you.
He was the best part of that movie. I mean, hands down, he was hilarious.
Yeah.
But it didn't carry the movie.
The best movie, in my opinion, that he ever did was probably Spawn.
I was gonna say I love Spawn. Yeah, him as Clown.
Yeah,
that was not like.
Yeah, he did that. He did that.
He nailed it.
He nailed it. Yeah,
he was perfect in that movie. You can say whatever you want. I like that movie in general. I don't know that it's held up, but his part.
Yeah, it's a little dated, but you can still, as long as you squint your eyes when you watch it a little bit, or if you watch it on an old tube TV, it's cool.
Oh my God, no, I can't do that. My fucking flat screen downstairs is starting to darken on one side of the fucking screen. It's pissing me off.
Not the TV, kid. The eyesight.
No, it's not the eyesight. It's everybody's seen it. I'm like, is that darker than my daughter?
See, that would have been perfect. A perfect opportunity for Hunter to sit there and go, Dad, I don't know what the fuck you're seeing, but crystal clear, man. It's
time to get that checked out. Well, why is it only on the TV and not in life? Why isn't life getting dark in the right half of the right side of what the fuck?
That's how it starts. It starts with the one thing you love the most.
It's like a little,
and then it moves to other things.
Yeah, crazy.
Then you're looking at that Whopper, and half that Whopper is getting dark. You're like, what the fuck?
No, I'm gonna eat it anyway.
Yeah.
I can't. I can't. My beggars can't be choosers. I'm a fucking beggar these days.
I just watched an old commercial, and I'm so pissed off. It was an old Wendy or a Burger King commercial. It was like we're running a special. Not when the black hamburger. It was back in the 90s, and it was like, we're running a special. 99 cents for the Whopper. Second Whopper's only 23 cents. And I'm like, mother Fuckers.
I should
Oh
have
my
eaten
God.
all of them.
I could have, God, Beck, I used to bitch about the prices, and I literally could eat a whole meal for less than $1.50.
I don't know,
I could
man. I
feed
know
myself
yeah. I don't know how I
for
do it, man.
$1.50.
I swear to God, I'm like, I understand that I'm fat, but the concept of the fact that the amount of food I can stomach is ridiculous. Especially if I'm super fucking hungry. I'm like, I can fucking. But then there's times when I'm super hungry and I'll eat something. I'll eat a little something and feel full pretty quick. But there's other times I don't know. Maybe it's just shitty food. I don't know. Not
Yeah,
really,
could be.
but I'm like, I just don't know, man. I'm like, how
Well,
the
your
fuck do I
stomach
fit that
shrinks.
shit in there?
You know, your stomach shrinks over time.
Maybe. Because yeah,
But,
if I do like a fucking I haven't been doing it as good as I should be, but right now, I mean, technically I'm doing it as good as I can for the fact that I don't have any food, that much food now, whatever. The fasting, but shit, man, when I got to the end of the like a 2-day fast, you think the stomach would shrink, and it does, but I mean, I could fucking pound some food.
you're stretching it back out, huh?
Yeah, I'm like,
So.
let's push this bitch.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Hope I don't break those staples. Anyway,
Yeah. There we go.
What?
Ping,
Hey,
ping,
hey, Tuck,
ping.
let's see how much. Yeah, let's see if we can unstaple the stomach. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Never did that.
All right. So
Good times.
Halloween, the original Halloween. We'll review Halloween on Sunday. So
yeah.
You want to go ahead and do you want to do the bit? Tell them where they can find us, or you just want to be like, fuck it. They know where to find us. So
find us on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment. We could surely use comments, suggestions, ideas, or just tell us we're awesome, or tell us to fuck off, we suck. We'll take any kind of criticism. I think pretty much is what we like. You can tell Barry, hey, where he can find those fucking fruity drinks he likes to drink, the little faggot. No, I'm just kidding. His little fruity Spanish drinks. No, yeah, Barry, you don't know there's a little place in the corner.
yeah.
You can also get fresh coconuts.
Yeah.
But how about
my little
these apples?
queer drinks.
You and your queer fruity drinks. What are you fucking go to Margaritaville? Anyway, give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment, subscribe, I guess is what do you do? Hit the notification bell to notify when we post a new episode. We also are on Facebook at BJ's Retro Rewind. You can also follow us there, leave comments, suggestions, whatnot. We also have, obviously, anyone new who's watching this and may not have known, we have an actual audio podcast that's on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Anchor, and also
Audible Australia.
Thank you, Audible Australia, for anyone down under. And then let's see, you can follow me if you want on Instagram at _Jersey Devil 72. I always forget.
Yeah.
_ Jersey Devil 72 on Instagram. And Barry, you can tell them where to find us and email us.
You can find me at Baruch Assault under Instagram. That's BARUCH Assault. You can also send us an email. We love our emails to BJ's Retro Rewind at gmail.com. If you want to ask a question, make a comment, or just shoot the shit. So
or leave
send
a
us suggestions.
Yeah.
Send us some Halloween suggestions. We would love that.
Yeah. We could do a candy episode, like favorite Halloween candies.
Yeah. I like candy.
Yeah. Candy. I like the candy.
I'm gonna hear you humping your queer candy.
When you're candy.
Oh, check out on a side note real quick before we leave. Check out it's Dana Carvey and David Spade have a podcast.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
And it is funny. Oh my God, it's so fucking funny. That I just got turned on to it the other day, and I just jumped right in. And because I'll be listening to a podcast and it'll end and it'll just jump to like, hey, we think you'll like this. So it jumped over to that, and it was them interviewing Martin Short and
Steve Martin. Yeah, because they have a show on Netflix,
Yeah.
I think.
And it was fucking hilarious. Fucking
well,
hilarious.
you get those fucking guys, forget it. For those four? Shit.
Yeah. Well, it was so funny because you had Dana Carvey and David Spade. They were from the new school comedy, and then you had Martin and Short, Steve Martin and Martin Short. They're old school. That they're day one comics, and they're riffing off of each other.
Yeah,
and talking about stuff, and it's just to me, because I grew up with watching The Jerk. I grew up watching SCTV and all that stuff.
Three Amigos.
I got the humor. The humor was funny, but also watching a lot of SNL stuff, I got the humor on that side.
Oh yeah.
But you could see where there was a break where they were making a joke that was making me crack up, but David Spade and Dana Carvey were like, okay, and then they would say something. And I was like, dude, don't even try to compete with these two, because Steve Martin and Martin Short will put your dicks in the dirt any day of the week. I'm sorry.
They were doing. I think they have a couple of specials where they did like stage shows, comedy shows.
Yeah, they did. They talk about that. They talked about that on the podcast, which is fun. So if you're out there and you're listening and you want to listen to a really funny podcast, and if you don't want to listen to our podcast, which is pretty funny. Check them out.
What are we going to do? We can't be that funny. I mean, there's so many good podcasts. It's sad. I was going to tell you about it because I don't know. I think I did tell you about it. Did I tell you about because I didn't really watch the show that much. I know it was funny, but I think I was just busy with like life and kids and work. The one about the doctors, the funny one with Zach Braff.
Yeah. You told me about that.
So him and the guy from the show have a thing that's fake doctors, real friends, and apparently they're like real friends, and it's a pretty funny podcast. Yeah. I think that their main thing though is that they talk about their lives and what they got going on, but they also focus on episodes of the show. So I don't know. I've never watched the show, so I don't know. There's a lot of shit like that, and I also like
hilarious.
Also like the King Cast and Talk Scary to me. There's a lot of good and Purple podcasts.
There's a lot of them,
so we get a lot of good stuff out there.
I don't have enough time.
That's
not enough minutes in the day.
Not enough time.
Which I think would have been the thing because obviously we just growing up in the 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s, we just watched way too much fucking TV. And if we had access to podcasts back then, I think that's probably would have been our downfall. Would have been like, I'm what are you doing tonight? I'm listening to a podcast. And we were like, you're listening to two people fucking talk about their day, and they're like, yeah, and they're like, you're an idiot. So look at us now, Mom. Look at us now.
You fucking
top of the world,
jack
Mom.
off. What happened? The kids beat me up.
Came off. Okay. So anyways, let's get out of here so I can get this up.
Okay.
So anyways, guys, tape heads, we're back. We've been on a hiatus, but we're back. Thanks for being patient with us. As I took my little vacation. So, but we'll be back on Sunday with our new podcast on Spotify and yada. Everywhere you listen to podcasts, that's where you can find us. Mostly. Yeah, so mostly. We do appreciate you guys being patient and tuning back in. I'm going to get this up. and published tonight.
This will be a surprise for everybody. I don't think anybody knew.
Yeah.
Unless you posted it on Facebook. I didn't.
I did not. I didn't.
Wow. Surprise! We're back.
Surprise,
yeah,
bitch.
Sucker punch.
Yep. Right in the pills. So, all right, let's get this up and going. So, Jake, glad to be back. Glad to see you. Glad you're okay.
Always. So, yeah, you too, buddy.
And I'll get with you on Sunday, and we'll get the other one.
Up and running. Yeah, we'll get back on track with the podcast.
Band's back together.
Da-da-da-da-da.
All right. I'm gonna lean forward and hit the thing because I haven't figured out how. I'm gonna get a remote. I think I can get a remote where I can turn the camera on and off.
That'd be a good idea. Maybe.
Or I could hire somebody to stand behind the camera and do all that shit for me.
You could message your good wife, hey, could you come turn us off?
Yeah, I could. She'd be like, do it yourself, you lazy mother.
I do everything. You do shit.
I know.
But on a final note, there is nothing outside yourself that can ever enable you to get better, stronger, richer, quicker, or smarter, even though everything is within you. So everything exists. Seek nothing outside yourself. You guys have a great week, and we love you. Be safe. Hydrate.
Forgot about the moment is in. Damn.
The moment is in. I didn't